Here's the old bug, the old bug motor that we're going to be working on. It's a 1969 Volkswagen Bug. I've already done a lot of stuff to this car, to get into the current condition that it's at. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through one by one, what I've done to get this thing restored, and it hasn't been run in probably over 20 years. And what we're going to be looking at today is where the fuel pump used to be. So the fuel pump used to be in this little hole, and inside this wonderful hole is half of the fuel pump stand, which commonly breaks off in all these Volkswagen Bugs. Here's the old fuel pump stand. That fuel pump stand went inside this little guy right here. But what we have to do is we have to get the second half of the stand out of this little hole. Now yesterday I pulled a really interesting fun thing, and I decided to drop a tool inside of this hole. Now inside of that hole goes down to your crankcase and your block, so pretty much if you drop a screw in there or drop anything else in that, you're screwed unless you can be able to fish it out. I'll show you how I fished that out here in a little bit. I tried to buy this wonderful set from Harbor Freight, and this is for tapping out screws, threading strip screws and stuff like that. And I thought I'd be able to get into the motor here with this wonderful thing from Harbor Freight. Unfortunately, it wasn't long enough to get through what I needed to get, and I eventually dropped one of these pieces into the motor, which caused a whole hell of a lot of problems. So basically yesterday what happened was I had this wonderful little tool, this guy right here, and what I was trying to do was bore out the pedestal stand that still resides in the engine. Unfortunately, what happened was you get in between these two bolts and you're not able to tighten it down with the tool that they provided, and this thing decided to fall into the block. Well, that is a tragedy because you cannot start your engine without everything completely destroying your engine. So what I did in this case was I had this handy Jim Dandy wonderful little telescoping magnet unit, and I was able to get it into the hole like this and fish this little guy out, because wonderfully just pulled it out just like that. I'm not going to put it back in the engine and show you how I did it because I'm not stupid, but that's basically kind of what happened there. And now that I have the tool out of the motor, I'm going to try something else. And today I'm going to try a 3/8 inch lag bolt that I got from Lowe's over here. It's 8 inches long, and hopefully we're going to be able to get the rest of that pedestal out of there by grinding down into it, and then we're just going to yank it out. So as we go through this process, I'm going to shut the camera off a few times, turn it back on, and might have to take the manifold off here in order to do this properly, but we'll see here as we proceed. So right now we're just going to try to grind that son of a bitch on there here with the ratchet and see if we can get that thing to come out of there. And as always, as long as you have the right tool for the job, you'll be able to get it done. So I'm going to get everything set up here, and we're going to start grinding away. Let's see, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try to get this damn pedestal out of there. I'm going to do that with some vice grips and a big giant lag screw that I put in there. This thing's in there pretty tough. Look in there deeper, it's still just wedged in there. Go ahead and turn the camera off for a second and pound this thing out of there, and we'll show you what it's like when we're done. And it looks like we're getting pretty close here, so we're just going to give it a few more whacks. Hopefully we can get this thing out. There it is. Fucking pedestal. Piece of shit. One of the bad things that Volkswagen did when they originally designed these cars, but there it is in all of its glory. And I used a 3/8" lag bolt that I got from Lowe's, not a $40 kit from any random store. And this thing worked really, really, really well. So now we go back in. We're going to start the installation.